Alright, so today I'm going to be working on shock absorbers. Now, shocks are, in my opinion, one of the most overlooked suspension component. So shocks, just to give you, for those of you who don't know about shock absorbers, shocks help keep your tires planted on the road and your vehicle from leaning too far to the left or right whenever you're turning. Now, worn shocks can increase stopping distance and increase your chances of skidding on wet pavement. They can also reduce your fuel efficiency and cause your tires to wear unevenly. You can see I just got these general grabbers right here, and I do not plan on replacing these no time soon. Okay, so now shocks also dampen the movement of the spring by applying force in the opposite direction of the spring's travel, which keeps you from bouncing down the road after you've hit a bump. Now, another reason I want to change mine, well, the main reason is because I lifted the vehicle. So when I did that, my shocks are maxing out at 3 inches. They weren't designed for this height, so they're basically inefficient. So today I'm gonna be replacing shocks, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. I'm gonna walk you through the steps, and you'll notice it's buried under the ABS unit, the master brake cylinder. So we're gonna have to take out this windshield washer fluid unit. It's two 10mm bolts that you have to undo. One on this side and the other one on this side. So once you get the master cylinder unbolted, you're gonna wanna come back behind here and you're gonna wanna unclip this sensor right here. All right, so a quick tip is, after you move the windshield washer fluid reservoir out the way, you want to hold that nut right there with the wrench, like you see I got right here. Focus, you fuck. You want to hold that with a wrench, then you want to come down here and just turn the shock. And I'm going to show you what's going on up here. You can see that it's backing that nut off. So now that that's done, focus. All right, so you see I got that done, so I'm gonna just take this off by hand. Then you come down here and pull it out. Now that gives us better access to our two bolts right here. One right here and the other one on the other side. So you're gonna wanna take a ratchet with an extension to help out and a 13mm socket, and you're gonna wanna hold the top with a 13mm socket while you ratchet it out from the other end. So once you get these two lower bolts out, now you can just pull the whole shock absorber out. Old shock, new shock absorber. Here's the old shock fully extended, and here's the new shock fully extended. You can see the new shock is a lot taller. So you see how easily this is to compress. But this one, you gotta really put some oomph into it. All right, let me get this installed. After you finish installing it, then you just want to tighten up the bolts. Put them back in the same way you took them off. All right, next, once you get the nut started up top right there, and you just want to come down here and turn it until it's really, really tight. Then you come up here and crank it a few times with the wrench. All right, moving on to the back. The rear is a lot easier to do. So you start by taking off the tire. All right, next you want to take an 18mm socket, and you want to loosen this top bolt right here. You want to keep your hardware. All right, next you want to take a 15mm socket and you want to take an 18mm socket so you can hold the nut while you loosen it. Alright, next thing you want to do is come up top and just work the top of this shock off of this stud right here. Now you want to come over here, come down here. Next you want to come down here and pop this bolt out. New shock absorber, old rusty shock. Alright, so while this is still in the retention bands right here, I'm going to go ahead and line it up. Once you got the hose lined up, then slip your bolt back through the nut on there. Now next thing you want to do is cut this band that it comes in so it can expand. Get that pushed back in there. And take your hardware, put your washer on first, then put your nut on. Alright, so after you all finish tightening up everything back in, your top bolt and your bottom bolt right there, nut, then you apply your sticker. And that's pretty much how you do the back. It's simple, straight to the point, easy, nothing is in the way, unlike the front. Now the back took me around 15 minutes plus filming. The front took me about an hour between the two. So in case you're wondering, this is my first time trying the Pro Comp shock absorbers. I never used Pro Comp anything. If you'll look, this is my spring that I took off the front and I put on the back. And this front spring that I got right here came from BDS suspensions with a coil spacer from Street Rays. So this is my first time with Pro Comp. And in case you want to know some specs on their shock absorbers, which you probably don't, but I'm gonna give them to you anyway. It's a nitrogen gas charge, twin tube design, 10-stage velocity, sensitive valving. Expanded twin tube design increases fluid capacity up to 50%. 1 3/8 nylon banded piston, 5/8 inch chrome hardened piston rod, and optional shock boot sold separately, which I opted not to get because I've heard that putting a shock boot on this piston rod right here can cause water to get trapped inside and can cause it to rust prematurely and fail, rupture the seal, leaky shock. Not a good day. So that's how you install shock absorbers. I hope this video helped somebody, and if so, hit me with a like, drop a comment, subscribe.